Hello folks, welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. I'm 𝘊𝘞𝘳𝘆, and I'm ripping stuff apart. I pretty much am doing just that. And printing things, as you do. I ripped apart this area already, which, if you remember, was our initial water storage and item storage. Those items are now on the ground here, and I am progressively going to just remove the floor from under them and move them all down to that bottom space, and then eventually we'll pile them onto one tile. That's one technique I've heard used to keep FPS lag, to keep lag down, I guess. To keep lag up, FPS up, lag down. Thank you, brain. We got there. I've been taking out some old piping, stuff like that. Oh, you can see how long that took to simulate getting down there, all those items. Why don't we go ahead actually and just remove all of those, and probably all of this stuff too, because we just don't need it there right now. I was putting in some piping here because I'm gonna reroute a little bit of piping. We need someone to be able to get in there, I guess, to get that ladder, and they can't right now, so we'll make that work. This one, yeah, I kind of borked that. Yeah, so that's, I just kind of started going at it. I've been having a bit of a mental block, as well as, of course, not the best internet here while I'm dog sitting. But yeah, just like what to do next, what to organize. And as you can see right now, most of our beds are unassigned because we are using the mod that allows the hot swappable beds and tables. And that's in preparation for ripping a bunch of this stuff out. Maybe even just like, I don't know if I want to completely redo the base, but I just might. We can clear stuff around the sides to a degree, but like we don't have, well, we don't need this, for instance. There's a lot of stuff here that can be ripped out, and I had already started that, but like these batteries, for instance, are not connected to anything. Why do we have these? Well, we just do. We have them. So we're going to reclaim a lot of materials here that we will then ship off to other places, I guess. Deconstruct that. Yeah, so there's just a lot of little cleanup to do, and I know some of you guys said you're totally fine with watching me do it, so I am holding you to that because I don't expect it to be a very groundbreaking episode. It's mostly going to be ripping stuff apart, slowly but surely. So we'll get that ladder out of there. I was having a look at stuff over here, and we had another filter. We had this. This is still filled with CO2. This was our original polluted water storage. And I don't think we need this jumble of crap in here either. What do I want to do, though, to, like, clean it up? I think we'll just make that path work across there, and then rip all this stuff out from underneath, other than the pipes that are still in use, obviously. Deconstruct. Get rid of that. That ladder need not exist. Yeah, all these ladders, really. Can go now. This floor can actually go. And I am using chain destruction because otherwise this would just take forever and be a real pain in the butt. It's the kind of thing that makes you just want to go, nope, let's not do that ever again. Let's just start a new base and be much more organized. So I'm not going to start a new base at this point. We have come too far. It's cycle 713. We're going to fix our mistakes, I guess, as much as they can be fixed. So there we are. I think all these critters can be killed. Oh, yeah, we got a Dreco just sitting around in there. We're mostly farming Drecos right now, which is fine because we got 41 tons of plastic. what is it? Reed fiber. We're at 699 units. And yeah, we got lots of it just laying around in here. Yeah. Just kill all those off. There's plenty of eggs there. In the meantime, they don't seem to be getting hauled out of here. Yeah, I'm... Priority 8, auto wrangle surplus, max 0 critters. They should be getting hauled out of there. And put into here. Is it, it's probably... Yeah, it's an issue with this, actually. That explains it. Or is it? What am I looking for? I'm looking for the grub wormlings. They're being allowed in there. But yeah, I guess priority is so low on this that they're not getting... I don't know, they would still get delivered because the auto wrangle surplus has such a high priority. Alright, we'll see if that operates if I turn it to 9. And that way someone would come along and auto wrangle immediately. And I guess maybe that's a good reason just to have ranchers inside the base and not allowed out. Even though it's fewer people running errands outside the base. We're doing okay for suits right now, but that was another thing I wanted to do, was to delete the exosuit forge here. And just put it in here for now. Because why wouldn't we? It's shorter to haul all the stuff we need to haul. Yeah, so let's do that. We have an Atmos suit down there that needs to be hauled as well. We got reed fiber being stored in there. We'll move that inside. Yeah, there's so much cleanup and redesign that can be done. It's really just kind of been doing my head in. Because I'm like, what am I going to do? How am I going to do it? Well, let's just start with doing the things that are going to result in, hopefully, an FPS gain. And that's just putting everything on one tile. And how I'm going to do that is... We get auto sweepers in this room. If I'm smart, I'll never put them over the cacti or that stuff, so... If we just have a couple of sweepers and well, we could use a loader for this, but that seems like it's going to take a long time. If we just use a dispenser. And also, one of these has stopped shooting stuff out, so that means it's done sweeping, at least in this area. So that's good. We can rip a bunch of that out, but before I even bother doing that, let's set up the cleanup for the rest of this here. So, something like that. How far will that go? 1 over. It's not perfect, but it'll do. What am I using? Steel? Come on, give me a break, dude. Conveyor rails out of iron should do just fine. There we go. We'll let that get built and go from there. Yeah, I'm freaking out, man. This isn't covering this tile. Yeah, that's necessary for that, so this only goes to there. Really? I just gotta put in another... I just gotta put in another sweeper. Okay. And we need power to all this stuff, so... Do-do-do-do. Cool. Same thing up here. And that is slowly but surely allowing us to get this this map cleaned up a little bit. Okay, gonna take them a minute to do that. Meanwhile, like, food is plenty good, oxygen is plenty good, so we're not worrying about much right now. It's mostly about just getting stuff sorted out. I think what I'll do over here, and I don't really need to do them yet, but again, if I'm smart, and I said I was smart, I didn't say I was smart, but we're not going to drop stuff on top of the cacti. So we'll drop the majority of that stuff. And we'll just use conveyor loaders. This shouldn't exist for that long. Temporary TM. Okay. Power to those as well is going to be necessary, right? Yeah. Okay, we'll get all that built up and see where that goes. In the meantime, yeah, what was I going to do over here? I was going to move the water sieve. It's just kind of in a slightly inconvenient place. We got lots of space out here to throw it into. I am thinking about redesigning the core of the base here, which means, well, I have an idea about making a central jumping off point in the center of the base. So the dupes would come in, say, down here, walk past the suit docks, and grab a suit. We would just put, I don't know, 25 suits or something like that in one location, as opposed to having two, where, you know, confusion can happen with dropping off suits. Anyways, they put on a suit, they climb a ladder, and then they go hop into one of a couple of jumpers, the transit tube jumpers. Maybe just one central one, and then make the rest of it a park. That's kind of my thought. So every time they go out, they get the park bonus, and yeah, I think that'll be fine. Okay, now we can actually rebuild that. Since we're going to ship the rest. So that's my thought. I think we'll do that, yeah, maybe in this space here. I've yet to design it or even really think about it beyond the idea of just having a more central area to do that. Beyond that, I'll probably put in a couple temporary bedrooms just down here in some of this free space we have, and rip out all these bedrooms. Maybe do the same with the washroom. Just temporary bedrooms, temporary washroom. The kitchen, honestly, we could just hot swap the kitchen when we're ready to do that because we have so much food. Rip out everything, basically. Try and get every material swept down to the bottom so we can just manage it a bit better and go from there. If we just turn this on to all, no, not allowing manual use, and then ship it off, I think that'll be fine. Yeah, so, because I was looking at the bedrooms, I was trying to figure out, is this actually the size I want for bedrooms? So 24 tiles, plus you gotta remember there's gonna be doors on either side. So if we consider this to be where the door would be, you've got 24 tiles, a wall, 24 tiles, a wall, and then you don't have enough space for another bedroom. So either we do 2 bedrooms, maybe with a shower in between them? Is that a weird thing? Let me just pause the game and roughly plan out what that might look like. If we go, say, a door, right, and then we've got our room for 24 tiles or whatever it is. It doesn't leave us with a lot of space. Suppose if I put the door where I said I was going to put it. "24 tiles. 4, 8, 12, 16, 24. And then we have a shower in the middle? Is that kind of weird? What is that even under? It's not with the sinks, it's with the plumbing then. Right? That could be a thing to make it just fit the footprint. And that way I don't have to redesign where the ladders are, which would be kind of nice. And then we just end up with like 2, 4, 6 bedrooms. What do you guys think of that? Because I wanted to incorporate showers in anyways. And just having a shared use shower with a couple statues on either side for fashion. I think that would do okay. Alright, well that's a thought. We'll just leave those ones hanging as a reminder. Okay, so that has already cleaned up those. Actually, you know what? They can stay there. There's nothing wrong with that, because if we do... Yeah, we are going to rip out all this stuff. In fact, I think 8 beds is probably enough with our schedules. Is it? They start overlapping a little bit. I think this one overlaps a little bit. Are they even going to get to bed in time? Regis, 𝘬𝘭𝘠, and Twisted Soul. They're like, it's time for them to go to bed, and they're not. They're still eating. So we're probably not giving them enough time to finish up, I guess. Maybe 3 hours of finishing up. I want to fix this schedule anyways. Yeah, the first 3 overlap a little bit, and there's really no need for it. So if we do something like that, we start staggering back. Yeah, let's just erase that. Yeah, there's a problem with that one for sure. Thank you, game. I think maybe the finishing up should be longer and only have 2 hours of downtime. Yeah, let's try that, because otherwise our whole schedule gets consumed with all the extra time we're trying to give them. As long as the finishing up thing is working properly. And I did that wrong. Hello, game. Thank you. Listen to my inputs. Yeah, this is so much fun doing all the schedules all at once. And then it's like, did I leave enough space to do it all? To fix them all? Okay, 3 hours. 2 hours. 3 hours. Yeah, I think we're good. Three hours, 2 hours, 3 hours. And if I screwed that up, definitely let me know in a comment. I'm going cross-eyed at this point. I haven't looked at all those schedules. I think it's okay, though. Yeah, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Okay, schedules are sorted. So... it's funny, they're all just... yeah. I would like to remove this, but... let's wait on it. We are going to strip out this entire room. Maybe I should keep the floors till we're done stripping the rest of it out. And again, we're just gonna drop all the stuff down as best we can. Is the game stuck on this one ambient track? No, it's because it's nighttime. Alright, well, given that most of the day is given up with a rotating schedule, there doesn't seem to be, well, the middle of the day is still the best time to be ripping stuff down, but we'll just let it start. Yeah, and again, I probably wouldn't attempt this without chain destruction. And there's really no way, besides the wallpaper, there doesn't seem to be a good way to save any of this infrastructure. I think right here, maybe we'll make the first room right here. First pair of rooms, I should say. Do I want double doors, or... Yeah, I think I just want double doors. Double doors. Right, so that'll be the start of the first. We'll get a shower, we'll make it out of iron. It's gonna go right there. We'll plumb these in later. Yeah, once I move this filter up just farther out of the way, because I think these rooms might get wider. They might not, but I want to have space for like the full 96 tile room, like these ones. Which I can remove those now. But I don't know if I'm gonna ever make them ranches again or what. I'm curious what you guys think. Should the ranches all be in one area with its own kind of storage for sedimentary rock? Should we just keep them in the base, kind of like we have, just to order them a bit better? Like 3 hatch ranches here is probably all we'll need. And then if we mirror whatever other 3 ranches we want to have, I think I will move the Draco ranches outside of the base, because suits would be helpful for working in the hydrogen and carbon dioxide atmosphere, because they get irritated eyes get going in there. There's the shower. Get some of those in there. Yeah, you know what? I'm probably just going to use dispensers to, well, maybe not even dispensers. Maybe we'll just use the item transit network to ship all this stuff down. It's a lot of stuff, but I mean, all it takes is time, right? And power. Such as like that. The idea here, the only problem with the dispensers is, pardon me, they're going to want to pull from the pile that they are dispensing to as well. So there's an obvious flaw in my assumptions when I built that. Yeah, what I'd have to do is pull that back to there or something, but then it can't reach that, so I don't know, maybe I just don't do this and I designate... we could come up with a central storage system, a one-tile storage system, that acts as a bit of a sorter as well. So that's where everything will go. We turn on points, I guess, around the map where they can auto-load into... what are they? What are they called? Conveyor loaders? Yeah, conveyor loaders. So if they're down here, they load it up into a conveyor, it goes up to a point, it drops onto a central tile, and then there might be some sweepers for specific networks that we need, like feeding hatches, feeding coal generators, that kind of thing. I think that would be the way to go, really. We're still distributing coal. It turned out a lot of our coal was still being stored up here. And as you can see there, there's still a ton of coal sitting there. 90 tons of coal, rather. Still some there. So that's partly like all this stuff just needs to start disappearing. And stripping back. I'm going to continue to strip things back to kind of, I don't know, just make things clearer in my head, because the chaos has been stopping my ability to plan. This is very much a thing that happens to me in real life as well. If my environment is chaotic, then my brain is chaotic. It sounds like some deep ambiguous amphibian stuff to say, but it's true. If I start using the word ennui, then you know I've gone full amphibian. So if we have 6 beds, that's enough to cover 2 shifts, which is actually 3 more than we need the way we've set it up, but I think I'm okay with that. So let's consider we would need beds. We'll put them closer to the doors. And large-ish mermaids, just granite statues like those. And then have some other ones in the... yeah, the large sculpting block. On either side. Or we go a different route and we do something like a light, and then an arrow pot, and an arrow pod on either one. That would probably drive me a little insane, but it's either that or the other light, right? The lamp. That could do. I mean, just so they shower faster, but am I really that concerned about them showering faster? I'm not, frankly, but maybe I should be. What's a sun lamp? Oh, okay, cool. It's, wow, range. Crazy. Is that from a mod or is that base game? Does anybody know? Let me know in a comment. Yeah, you know what? Let's put a lamp in there. Pardon me. Phone was going off. Yeah, I think we put a lamp in and then something that kind of matches its stature. Which would be what? I mean, a small sculpting block. A pedestal. That could be a place for our pedestals. And then we put a couple arrow pots over top like that. That could do. Who doesn't want to be surrounded by art in the shower? What do we have here? I'm looking for the stuff that I'm... yeah, okay. Buddy Bud? That's the one. Buddy Bud. We put Buddy Bud, which we have a lot of. Holy. Then the whole thing will be filled with floral scent. That'll do. All right, well, that's the start of the redecoration slash teardown slash unchaosery yes, that word that I shouldn't say on the internet. But that's gonna have to be it for now. Thank you very much for watching, folks. Sorry for the delays in getting episodes out to you. I do return back home to my home office where things are a little easier for me to record and be motivated. It's like I've been on vacation, but yeah, I'll be back on Thursday and hopefully have a good solid 21 episode week the following week. All right, anyways, I'm brain dead. Bye for now.